What's up, Random Phantom? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're about to get into the honest trailers for Iron Fist. And before we get into the reaction, I'll let you guys know I had never a slight of an inch of interest in ever seeing Iron Fist because I had heard nothing but awful things about it, and it was just like, yeah, it didn't last long on Netflix, did it? I'm going into this honest trailers, not even caring about Iron Fist, but I want to see honest trailers rip this apart. So let's get into the reaction, and we'll have my more official thoughts about it afterwards.
This episode is sponsored by Google Play. Get Marvel Future Revolution and discover more on Google Play.
And it's going to be so bad, isn't it?
Before Shang-Chi brings hard-hitting kung fu action to the MCU, revisit Marvel's first attempt at a martial arts show. But that's only because it was poorly shot, horribly written, terribly acted, and an embarrassment to everyone involved. Iron Fist. Meet Danny Rand. Yep, that's him. The white guy doing Tai Chi in his girlfriend's apartment. He's a copy of Bruce Wayne.
Come on. I'm a billionaire.
Complete with a tragic backstory where his mom gets absolutely yeeted out in an airplane. His own corporation, and combat training that makes him almost as deadly as a gun that only works at point-blank range.
Your fist lights up. It's really exciting.
All wrapped up with a worldview of a trust fund kid who spent a semester in Tibet.
It's a Buddhist tradition. It's meant to remind you of our bond.
Oh man, I hate this guy.
Wow.
When Danny returns to New York,
That was super cringe.
Your absence, he'll be shocked by things like cars, cafes, and intersections like a complete moron. And while he learns about brand new inventions like a computer monitor,
This is new.
we'll learn about how he let the monks who raised him to die.
It's gone. It's all my fault.
Ruined the lives of his closest friends.
How can you come into my life, level it to the ground, and then walk away believing he's a hero?
Bankrupts his family's corporation.
We need to sell the drug at cost.
Shatters his girlfriend's sense of self and gets her to close her business.
Is this a karate school? It was.
And tries to stop a gang war that he helped create.
The hand are gone.
But when they left a power vacuum.
But you better believe that this one-punch man will try his best.
It's worse now than it was before.
You're trying your best, okay?
Oh, it's a good thing you're pretty. Get ready for one of the most glacially paced shows, even by Marvel Netflix standards. Squeezing 23 hours out of the premise, Guy tries to punch crime, but can't. That keeps pumping the brakes on the story to pad out the runtime with excruciating amounts of legwork.
We need to know more before we can decide how we should proceed. So we just wait?
Yeah. Being vague for no reason other than to keep the story from progressing.
Where have you been the last 15 years? I've been away. Away, yes, I know, but where?
Meetings.
This will hit market in Asia, Africa, South and Central America.
Inside, you'll find all the reports from federal, state, and local agencies.
Oh my gosh. This is so bad.
An annual payout over 10 years of 45%.
20%.
Our stock, which is already falling, will plummet.
And repetition.
I spent the last 15 years learning to control my emotions.
The final step is controlling your emotions.
If I linger in that, I'm giving myself over to those emotions.
Show me you can control your emotions. I'll know you can control your emotions when you face it.
How am I supposed to control my emotions when you're getting in my face like this?
You said you had this under control.
Stare in awe as actor Finn Jones clears through all his fight training, forcing the team to use every trick in the book to hide how he has the on-camera fighting ability of Steven Seagal. I mean present-day Steven Seagal. Setting half of the fights in the dark. Keeping his face obscured. Shooting him from weird angles.
Wow.
giving him the skip fight cheat code. Or just giving up and give the biggest fights to his co-stars. Because when they can't avoid showing the lead actor fight on camera, it's best not to look. It's sad. Is he showing off those nunchucks or learning to use them? I can't even tell. Fighting by Danny's side is Colleen Wing, a martial arts instructor he randomly meets in the park, who just so happened to be trained by the same secret society he's pledged to destroy. Hey, only in New York, right? She's the one lead in the series who bothers to make the fighting look good, and she's brave enough to see if Danny is better in the sheets than he is in the streets. Nice. But this show is more than just a reunion of Game of Thrones' most disposable supporting characters. It also asks, what if Succession was terrible? Enter the Meachums. There's Ward and Joy, Danny's childhood friends, turned adversaries,
Oh my
turned
gosh.
friends again, turned subplots that go absolutely nowhere, and Harold, a man making evil plans from his sweet bachelor pad with a live-in assistant, Kyle. They'll team up with Davos, Danny's friend from Karate Camp, who doesn't mix well with his home friends. Mary Walker, an assassin who can only be defeated by 3 of the most common things in any East Coast city.
Sound of running water, bright struggling lights belong to the cold.
And the Hand, a ruthless global ninja mystic mafia that they somehow made boring.
1948, a group of Chinese soldiers got lost in the mountains during a mission being recorded for propaganda purposes. They were headed into a remote area, but...
Spend the first season watching Danny wind his way back to being a billionaire. And the second season watching... None of you watched the second season. So revisit the show that plays as a rambling companion piece to the other MCNU. From a creator who left after 1 season to make the only Marvel thing of the 2000s that's even worse. But at the end of the day, it's just another bloated, boring Netflix show with zero connection to any of the characters people already cared about. Well, at least everybody gets to have some sex. Marvel won't do that anymore. You can even pretend they're talking about fisting each other all the time.
There are not many people in this world who can handle that thing his fist does. How many times a night we light that fist up?
Does talk happen with your fists?
It's more of a sharing of ideas.
Son of your dad, fist and destroy me! We find a way to get the fist out of Davos.
Starring
Wow.
the curls with a dragon tattoo. Can she and Finn Jones switch paychecks? Crappy Joy. All's Faramir in Love and War. I don't like Rand. He's coarse and rough and irritating. Rosario Rawson. Do not pass Gao. Do not collect your heroin money. Namaste woke. Kung Fu Millhouse. The obligatory hallway fights. Karens.
I'm calling the police.
We have to call the police.
We need to go to the police.
We have to call the police.
Call the police. Let's call the police.
I'm gonna call the cops.
Come to call the police. I said I was going to call the police.
So many lines of dialogue. Wow, you really didn't make it easy on these actors, did you?
I mean, this city's intoxicating every corner of it.
Hopes and dreams are seeded into the sidewalk. Sometimes they're bossy.
And take off your shoes. Stunt double in Little China.
Stunt double in Little China.
You know, I think this season 2 episode is the only time in MCU history that a hero has tried to stop a villain's evil plan with a dinner party. Avengers should have tried this with Thanos. This episode is sponsored by Google Play. Get Marvel Future Revolution and discover more on Google Play. Be careful what you wish for, Parker. Candyman 5 times. Alexa, set the mood.
Wow. Oh man, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Seriously, like that just makes me want to watch it like never now. Oh my gosh. That is nuts. That like I knew it would tear it apart, but it was like that was so much worse than I actually anticipated it being. It's like yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be one of those people that like, oh, it's so bad. I hear it's so bad that you so want to watch it to just experience just how bad it is. It's like no, not at all. Like man, like it's sad that, you know, you have actors, like, just not even caring. Like, if an actor doesn't even care, maybe just fire him and try to do somebody else? I don't know. Oh my gosh, like, the dialogue and all that was, look, man. Glad I never watched the show. So, anyways, guys, that was my reaction to the Honest Trailers Iron Fist. I just want to say, if you made it to the end of the video and you are new here, you can go ahead and check out my channel for other reactions to videos like these, trailer reactions, top 10s, and a bunch of other film-related content. If you are a returning subscriber, I really appreciate you. If you are new to subscribing, don't forget to click the bell to get notified of future videos. I have a Patreon if you'd like to support me over there. I give early access to videos. I have a Twitter where you'll get updates from me, and me talking about movie news and all that kind of stuff. And I have a Discord where you can join and interact with me and a bunch of other people. So I just want to say one last time, I appreciate you all. Stay random.